Hi, it's me, Vamp, and I am doing a review not of Rhino Prime, but the Akbolto Prime. The Akbolto Prime is, well, the Akbolto itself is an old weapon. It goes back to the date of, well, we're going to look at the regular Akbolto. Yes, there is a regular Akbolto. I don't happen to have it, so here. And then the Akbolto, of course, back before that, back before the Akbolto, there was the regular Bolto. So let's compare it to everything, shall we? And then, of course, there's the Telus Bolto, so we will also compare it to that. So let's see. It's a lot better in terms of critical chance than the regular Bolto. It should be. It definitely should be. Now, the regular Bolto had more puncher, but I feel like that's offset so much by the critical chance as well as the critical multiplier. Okay, now let's a little more fair comparison. Let's compare it to the Akbolto. Okay. Again, the Akbolto isn't that impressive at all. It does have a higher fire rate, so I guess it had that going for it and higher puncher, but it still only had 5% critical chance, and the 2.0 critical multiplier isn't bad, but 2.8 is better, so I feel like it offsets it a bit. Plus, the Akbolto Prime looks like it has a bigger magazine size than the Akbolto, which is good. So it had 10 more magazine size, critical chance better, and critical multiplier better. I think that offsets it quite a bit. But let's look at the other thing. Telus Bolto compared to it. Okay, the Telus Bolto has a, the Telus Bolto has a higher critical chance than the Akbolto. So that's good, but it still can't reach the critical chance of the Akbolto Prime. It can't reach the critical multiplier. It does have a higher fire rate, which higher fire rate is good. It has even more puncher than the regular Akbolto. Because I feel like Telus Akbolto was already an upgrade to the regular Akbolto. So Akbolto Prime, I feel like despite the puncher damage being lower, I'm going to say is an upgrade. So with all these, the first thing that comes to mind is if you never liked the Akbolto, you're not going to like the Akbolto Prime. They're exactly the same weapon, just with stat increase. Plus the Akbolto looks very cool. I mean, Akbolto Prime looks very cool in my opinion. So yeah, if you didn't like the Akbolto, you're not gonna like the Akbolto Prime. Now, let's get into a few things. Yes, this is what build I have been using lately for it because of the fact that, this is to me the best possible build. I mean, I could format it one more time, I might do that. But anyway, we didn't come to strictly look at my build. I want to show you guys that, let's see, it comes with 4 polarities by default. As you may have noticed, Mirage Prime also came with 4 polarities by default, so I'm hoping this is a new trend 4 primes and it's not just a one-time thing, because having that extra polarity by default is very good. And they're not useless polarities either. You'll have dash polarity, so, you know, if you could put something like bore, or, you know, prime charge, or, you know, slip magazine to increase the magazine capacity. You know, there's bunches of different possibilities that you could do, which is very good. And I don't have to tell you guys how useful Y polarities are. You have Hornet Strike. Now, Pistol Gambit or Prime Pistol Gambit will bring it up so much. Even regular Pistol Gambit will bring it up a good amount, which is a plus. It is definitely a plus. And Target Cracker, that 4.5, say you'll have Prime Target Cracker, 5.9. I mean, wow, that, can you imagine? Actually, we don't even have to imagine anything, because as you guys saw, this is the build I've been using. Lethal Torrent, okay, here's the thing. I debated about Lethal Torrent for a while, because the fire rate doesn't matter too much to people like me, because as you see, it's a semi-auto trigger, which means you have to pull the trigger each time. So, you know, maybe if you're on PC, that may be no problem for you, just click super fast and whatever. But I, you know, am on console, so I use a controller, so I have to click the trigger real fast. Other people may have no problem with that, but I have a little trouble with clicking the trigger super fast. So the fire rate doesn't matter that much to me. If it's not auto, the fire rate doesn't matter to me. Most of the time. There are some rare cases where the gun has to go through a whole animation before it goes to the next thing. But that's a rare case. But the multi-shot, barrel diffusion combined with lethal torrent, the multi-shot is just amazing with that. So I can't turn down that multi-shot. It's just so awesome. I mean, with this setup, 103.3 critical chance, 5.9 multiplier, like it's 11.20 fire rate. Okay, fine, whatever. That's not my cup of tea. Of course, it's alarming. Status, the status is only even as high as it is because the multi-shot, because, you know, multiple shots get fired, the status is going to be higher. That's just how it works. So, to be honest, I probably will end up formatting this again, just so I could add something like, maybe a bore, either a bore or maybe an auger. No, definitely not an auger thing. Maybe a bore or something dash polarity-wise. It would definitely be something with dash, because worst case scenario I could put stunning speed on it. But when did this turn into a build video? This is a review video. This is the build I used, which I think the hardest one to get, well, I mean, let's see. The prime variants maybe, but worst case scenario you can use regular heated charge, which is right here. I'm just trying to see if I have one leveled up so I can show you guys, and I don't have one leveled up. because I'm a noob apparently. Okay, so anyway, well maybe I do. I'm spending way too much time checking if I have a heated charge leveled up. Okay, so anyway, why don't I have one leveled up? Oh well, whatever. So, you could use regular heated charge, regular pistol gambit, and regular target cracker. Those would still make this a super phenomenal gun. Lethal torrent you get from nightmare missions. It's a nightmare mod, so you can either get it from a nightmare alert, which doesn't happen as frequently as it used to, or you can go to nightmare missions on different planets and get it that way. See, this also apparently turned into a how to get lethal torrent tutorial. It's just all over the place. Wow. Okay. Barrel diffusion, just, stay for survival things you'll get eventually. Or is it activation? I think it's activation now that I think about it. But yeah. Arca Pact, Plains of Eidolon. And before I end this video, I just want to say I am actually working on another YouTube channel as well. It's me playing Overwatch. I like to upload clips and stuff of me just having fun playing Overwatch, maybe explaining a few things as time goes on. So if you're interested in that, feel free to click some card that should appear somewhere around here. And yeah, I've rambled for long enough. I'll catch you guys in the future. Later.